Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, we're Chesca Ben and this is our little hitchhiker, River. We all live in our self-converted sprinter van, Sophia. Last week you came with us as River had her second vaccinations, which means we're one step closer to getting our little pooch adventure ready. Join us this week as we travel the southwest of England in our home on wheels. Things didn't really go to plan and we had to change course, but not without finding some breathtaking wild swimming spots and secluded park-ups along the way. Subscribe and join us for the ride. 16 ponies are around us right now. River is just about to go and see the sea or the beach for the first time. Technically it's the river estuary, but it's close enough. So we parked up last night next to the River Camel down in Cornwall. We're just outside of Padstow and it's this beautiful little campsite. And right next to it is this gorgeous little beach just on the river. So I'm sat here with River and Ben's gone out for a little paddleboard. So literally just on this little shingle beach, there's seagulls cawing off in the background, just hearing the little waves lapping on the shore. They're literally, you can't ask for a better morning than this really.
No. She's still not sure, is she? oh, we got a pause in, got a couple of pause in.
Yeah, good River. Good kid. Oh, you thought that was solid ground, didn't you? That is where we parked. If you can just see us tucked away in the trees there. And then if you come around here and up these steps, we come out onto the Camel Trail, which is a famous cycle trail through Cornwall along a disused rail line. And this is the Camel River, where we watched sunrise this morning, had a little paddle, and then Padstow is off in that direction. But I mean, what a gorgeous spot to wake up to. Also at high tide, this lagoon fills with water. It would have been gorgeous to paddleboard in this morning, but the timings just weren't right. High tide was like 6 o'clock this morning or something. It's going to be very interesting getting out of here because the roads were so narrow coming down. We've made it into Padstow, but Padstow isn't known for being very quiet. It's quite a commercialised little village, but there is something particular that we want to go and see now that it's low tide. So we just walked through Padstow village.
Yep.
It's fairly busy today, which is not surprising given it's what starts summer holidays.
First weekend, isn't it? Yeah.
One of the reasons we wanted to come up here, we've walked through the other side of the town and up to like a war memorial because it's low tide, and at low tide you can see this big massive sandbank called the Doom Bar. And for any of you ale drinkers out there know of a drink called Doom Bar, this is what it's named from. So the Doom Bar is basically this huge sandbar that wrecked loads of ships that used to come into Padstow harbour, and it had quite a bad reputation, this part of the water. And there's a brewery somewhere like around here called Doom Bar, and it's named after this notorious sandbar. Yeah, and the legend has it, because the sandbar kind of appeared out of nowhere, and legend has it that there was a man who came into Padstow with a gun and shot the mermaid Padstow, either by accident or deliberately, no one knows, but she cursed the town of Padstow on her death, and that's why the sandbar formed and then caused the deaths of lots of sailors afterwards. Thank you, babe. Oh. Whoa, it is warm in here. There's always a risk when you come to Cornwall in the summer that you're just not going to be able to get in anywhere or park anywhere, and that's exactly the situation today. It is just, we've been driving now for about, what, an hour and a bit.
Yeah.
We've been to some remote cliff-top car parks that we know about. Everything's full, like everything. It is absolutely mental. Okay, it's getting ridiculous now. Car park number, what, 5?
Yeah.
Or 6, completely full. We thought Cornwall would be busy, but I just didn't expect it to be on this level. I don't even know what the plan is now, whether all the things that we wanted to do in Cornwall we got planned for kind of this area, but we just haven't really got anywhere to stay. So I think we might have to take a step sideways and kind of see what...
Abandon those plans and
maybe go to plan D.
Yeah.
Does the West Coast treat you better?
Well, we have given up on Cornwall.
Yeah. Ooh.
And made the long drive back to Devon. It was just absolutely mental.
Everywhere we went was just heathen, wasn't it? So, which is understandable. Which is understandable because it's summer holiday and Cornwall's an amazing place to go in the summer.
And I guess as well, like we were part of that.
Yeah, we were just
well.
added.
But
River. It was just. So yeah, we were added to the chaos that was there. So.
Yeah, so we just decided to head back and just explore. There's loads more around here that we want to go and see, so we're going to do that instead. We have just come up to this random little woodland car park that we found on part of the night. But it's actually amazing. It is so peaceful here, and just like when the river stops whining.
We bought a new blender. I say new blender. We bought a blender, and it was a 12-volt
one,
rechargeable one. We've got some strawberries and blueberries that need using up, so I'm going to give it a go and see
what happens.
See if it's any good. For a little 12-volt rechargeable blender mixer thing, it was actually really good. It worked.
Can I try this?
Of course you can, sorry.
As our shooting stars, very beautiful, but oh, they're much too far to ever reach them, driving miles in my car, even when she rides with me.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a peaceful, beautiful place to wake up. Feels like we're like in the middle of a forest.
Just as River's taking a wee in the background. Good girl. Good girl, River.
Oh, yeah, it feels like we're sleeping in the middle of a forest.
Whoa, where is she? Where are you off to?
Come on. It feels like we slept in a forest last night. It was absolutely beautiful this morning. Car park is getting busier with dog walkers though, so I think we're going to head off soon. And it's another beautiful day, so hopefully try and find somewhere to enjoy the sunshine today and not spend 3 hours driving around Cornwall trying to find a park up. River, you can't sit in my seat.
She loves sitting there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's just like looking at her.
She's just watching the kids playing over there. Well, that drive was a lot more successful, wasn't it?
That was a lot better, You can't see it well, but there's a helicopter just landing here. There must be a big...
You know, I don't think I'm going to get it.
That's gorgeous,
it's this
isn't it?
absolutely stunning spot. Let me just show you. And we're surrounded by Dartmoor ponies. This is actually a little secret spot that we've been wanting to come back to for absolutely ages. We've been wanting to come back with River, but as she hasn't had her vaccinations, we couldn't come out because it is quite a little bit of a walk down to where I want to go. But now, I think is the perfect time. What's that, River?
Miles and miles from happiness. Miles and miles from you.
River, come on! Come on! Is there any water? I know.
Come on. Good girl.
Come here.
That's it.
Good girl, River. Good girl. That's
Come on.
it. Good girl. Come here. Good girl.
Good girl.
Oh, she did it.
Good girl.
So we're just walking through a valley now, and I just cannot explain how beautiful it is here. It reminds me of something from like Lord of the Rings. There's just like this big river flowing through this huge oak forest. I think we have found camp for the morning. Look at this spot. It doesn't even feel like it's England. It feels like we're in America or Canada or something. There's the river behind me, and then I'm gonna go for a swim. Are you gonna come for a swim? Ben's not gonna come for a swim, but maybe we'll try and get River in the water. She's, as you saw, she's like even terrified of like puddles at the minute.
I miss the bed you're sleeping on. I'm 1,000 miles from coasting. 1,000 miles from you.
Woo! Cold! I know there's water there. She just doesn't. Come on, here. Come on, just one paw forward. Good girl. Good girl, River. See, it's not that bad, is it?
Every mile on my path leads to you. It leads to you.
How would you explain this place?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Literal perfection.
It feels like, I don't know if I say it, feels like Canada.
Yeah, it doesn't feel, yeah, it feels like you are in there. It feels like you're somewhere that hasn't seen humans ever. After how hectic it was in Cornwall yesterday and just the drive around and trying to, just being in the van all day, just to come here and just like have a swim and just unwind and play with River, and she hasn't gone in the water yet. She's still a little bit scared, but we'll get there.
Two pools in, haven't we? But apart from that.
But yeah, I think we're gonna head back to the van and go and cook some lunch.
1,000 miles to you.
Yes, there are.
We've come back to the van and we thought this would be the most perfect spot. Can you see the view behind me to have some lunch? But I'm just getting eaten alive by horseflies that are everywhere. I think from the ponies that were up here when we first got here, and they've literally been like 6 in my hair in the past 2 minutes.
We are going to move on.
Don't want to stay stuck in the van, so we're going to try somewhere else, which I think is the theme of this week, isn't it? Let's try somewhere else.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And I can't remember what the tour's called now either.
What, this one?
Yeah, but it gives you a view of Plymouth, the Sound, Tavistock, Oakhampton, I think. Massive, like 360 view. So
go get it. She just gets distracted.
Well, you threw something, and she brought back something else. I say that's 50% successful.
She was starting to get fetched today. She would go and fetch it and bring it back, and now she's just like,
just giving up now.
Stick. Nice armrest. So we've got a nice fish curry tonight, although Ben forgot to pick up some naan breads. Absolute amateur. We'll see. What?
Clove.
Oh, sorry. I didn't take the spices out. Have a Houdini dog.
Yes. Somebody tried to make an escape, didn't they?
Her recall was only good when she didn't see the sheep, so she's nowhere near ready for being let off the lead.
There's loads of wild horses literally right next to us now, and River's getting very curious. Oh! Hello?
Don't eat the rug, please. We're literally surrounded by Dartmoor ponies. There are so many like pregnant ones and ones with like little baby foals. They're just everywhere, and they're just obviously so used to people, like they just keep walking straight in front of the van and not even bat an eyelid. I think, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 16 ponies are around us right now. River is like trying desperately to get out.
There she is.
They're just so pretty. And there's a little baby just like galloping up and down here. Just like going back to its mum over there and then running up again. So we're now going to go for a little sunset hike over to the Tor and try and navigate through all of these ponies. Can you see? There's loads of them behind me. There's quite a few back here.
Good. Okay. Okay. Right, we're going to play gently now.
Give her, River! Good girl! Good girl, River! Oh!
Oh, that's fresh.
Feels like we slept in a forest out. Okay, River!
River, off.
It feels like we slept in a forest last night.
Wait. Look at me. Wait. Okay, go on then. Good. I thought you were all like into this wild swimming and stuff.
No, I am, but it's really... Holy